Welcome to another episode of Sold! Exclamation point. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 items sell, $250. So we did a lot better than yesterday. However, I don't really have anything to talk about with these items, at least not in long form. So let's get into it. Let's see what the prices are. And I got a couple items that are kind of cool, so I'm pretty sure you'll like looking at them. All right, first up. Ohio State Buckeyes, all sewn. It's NCC apparel. It's not a tag you see very often. Maybe I've had 4. 26. Next up is a Hard Rock Cafe breakaway jacket. Hard Rock Cafe, New York. I actually don't buy Hard Rock Cafe too often unless it's really unique. $20 for this item. So if you're going to pick it up, make sure it's real cheap. They merchandise Hard Rock in large quantities. So they're quite common. But if you find a real unique item, then yeah, give it a shot. Ralph Lauren button-up. I usually don't buy these. The market's not as strong as they were. This was 15. I only bought it because it was pink. So with Ralph Lauren, you really want to stick to the special items. And if you're going to do polos, you're going to do dress shirts, skip the blue, skip the white, go for the pinks and the purples. Then at least there's a little bit of a market for it, and you get a little bit more for it. But as you can see there, 15, not breaking the bank on that one. Next up is a 1970s Minnesota North Stars pennant. For 1970, this is extremely good condition, especially on the tip. There's a pinhole, but the tip is actually a tip. A little bit of creasing right here, but it doesn't take away from the overall quality and condition of the item. Screen print is strong. Very, very nice. It went for 48. These aren't super uncommon, but maybe you might get 35 or 40 for one in lower condition. I got a little more because it was a nice condition. This is cool. Look at that bad boy. Now, if I found a Lund's boat hat that just said Lund's, I'd probably pass on it. But it's all embroidered. It's a big old boat. The wake is going on the lid. I don't care if you don't like boats and fishing. This is an awesome hat. If it was a fitted, I'd actually wear it. And maybe I'd fit in Minnesota once in a while. This is, it's got the aluminum authority on the side, an official owner, and it's part of their racing series. So it's dated, and this is a cool hat. Not a massive amount of money, 19. I had it priced at 30, but it's been up for a while. And I kind of figured I probably overpriced it. We got another NASCAR program car sell, so I think we're up to 5 out of 70. I think the jury's still out on those as far as whether you should really be going after them or not. This is going to be categorized in there's a buyer for everything. I've actually sold a lot of these. I got these from a client, and I was going to tell him I wasn't going to list them. But I sometimes I just, he's a good client, and I was like, I'll give it a shot. I probably sold a dozen of these license plates, $11 for that one. Sell-through rate on those is very, very low. It will take a long time for me to sell what I have. Next up, an Action Sports Baseball. Willie Mays was probably the reason why it sold. So this is 1970, I believe. 1970, pretty good condition. Willie Mays on the cover, $11. So these magazines are not going for a lot of money, even though they're very old. It's got a Hall of Famer on the cover. People kept their magazines, so there's a lot out there. And last up is our Smoky Collection sale. This was kind of an interesting lot. First off, I think it was mainly purchased to get the discount, because I give a discount at 25% off when you buy 10. But we got these 4 96 Fleer. 96 Fleer was right when all the companies were doing high gloss cards, and 96 Fleer, they went to a matte card with no gloss on it, and they make for really nice cards for getting autographs on them. So it would not surprise me if my buyer is doing that set. Next up is 3 94 Classics, kind of more no-name players. Maybe he's doing the set. Maybe he has multiple sets. Little El Duque. He's got a great signature. And then, finally, a 93 Flair Rodbeck. Now, this card is sweet. Rodbeck was awesome. 93 Flair is a really nice set to get autographed. I bet there's multiple people trying to do this set. And Rodbeck has a sweet autograph. I mean, that's the signature right there. He's got to teach some of the new players how to sign. All right, that's what I got. I don't have any big story today. I will see you Sunday, maybe. I'm working my client shop tomorrow, so if you're anywhere near Savage, Minnesota, stop into Absolute Sports Cards and say hi and buy a box and bust it in front of me. If you're not going to bust it in front of me, don't come in. I want to see what you get. Have a great night, everybody.